Now that your email and SMS templates are set up, and we know the different types of automations that you can apply to your account, let's take a look at some examples and see exactly how these work. From inside your TripWorks dashboard, we're looking under the Sales tab. If we look at the first line item here, under Kendra Smith, we can see an e-commerce reservation that is actually an abandoned cart. If we select it, we can see that Kendra attempted to book the hiking activity, but she didn't quite finish. If we look over messages, we can see all of the abandoned cart email and SMS that are sent and queued to be sent out. You can expand any one of these message templates to get a preview of the email that was sent to your customer. You'll see additional information at the bottom, such as the template category, the activity and date and time the customer was interested in booking, who the email is being sent to, and so on. You can also preview any SMS messages that may be attached to the email template. Looking in the upper right, you'll see this little note saying that it's queued to send on this date and this time and in this amount of days. This is super helpful so you can differentiate between an email that was already sent versus an email that is queued to send. The time periods you see in the upper right will all depend on how your automations are set up and the time periods that you've configured inside your account. Closing out of this draft booking, let's take a look at a walk-up reservation that we started to put into the system. So we have Johnny here interested in hiking, and we haven't yet reserved the trip, but let's go ahead and do so. Keep your eye on the messages tab up here. As you'll notice, once we hit reserve, the messages tab will fill up with a number of queued messages. If we click over, we can again see all the messages that are on its way to the customer. For example, the first email that is seen here is the confirmation. This gets sent right away. Again, you can expand the details and view the information that was sent to this customer. As we scroll down, we can also see the text message that is going to be sent to the guest. If we keep going, we'll see all of our upcoming reminder emails. So in the upper right, we can see that this is queued to send in 5 days ahead of when the customer is booked for their activity. You'll also know which email is which by just checking out the category. As we keep going, we will see the second event reminder email queued to send in 6 days. If you keep scrolling, you'll see event follow emails that are queued to send to the customer. Now let's head back into that abandoned cart reservation that we looked at first for Kendra. What happens when this customer ends up booking the activity? This may mean that they receive the automated abandoned cart email and they end up clicking on one of the call to action buttons and they complete their purchase. Well, all of the emails that are queued to send for abandoned carts will cancel if the customer schedules. This is a really great feature as it eliminates any manual work needed from your end, and it really ensures that your customer isn't getting bombarded with additional abandoned cart emails, especially when they've already completed the purchase. Additionally, if a customer is rescheduled for their reservation, so for example, Johnny is scheduled for July 24th at 12 o'clock, but let's say he calls in to reschedule his activity. The cool thing is once this booking's rescheduled, the emails automatically requeue themselves. So if they were supposed to get follow-up emails after that July 24th originally scheduled activity, as soon as it's rescheduled to a different date, all of the emails that are currently in the queue will automatically readjust and update the queue time to send. This again is a really convenient feature as it requires zero work from your end, and all you have to do is just reschedule the customer and continue on. So that's a quick overview on how automations work inside TripWorks. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our support team.